The Spiral Times presents the Spiral Times Video Vault. Hello, how you doing? Okay, today we are celebrating King's coronation. We do that every November 2nd. So the coronation of Emperor Haile Selassie in 1930 was from November 1st to November 7th. So that's in 1930, that was the king's coronation. Of course, the Rosses were all looking to Africa because Marcus Garvey prophesied that a black king would be crowned in Africa. So it was the birth of Rastafari, the religion of Bob Marley's religion, Rastafarianism, started for the coronation. And people came from everywhere to see the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, Emperor Haile Selassie, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And if you're Rasta, that's Revelations 5:5. Of course, the apocalypse genre, those are all a bunch of failed prophecies, but we've believed that for so many generations that in a self-fulfilled prophecy kind of a way, Rastafari is just in the diaspora of things and blah blah, everything, so many aspects coming together to create Rastafari and reggae and Bob Marley and everything and cannabis and everything. It all comes together and crashes into November 2nd, which is when he actually became emperor and stayed up praying and everything. I have a book of the coronation right here, and it has pictures that I look at every year. And it's not a real thick book, it's just pictures, photographs of that. Of course, I think of, because I'm so into the autobiography that I said, I listen to just Haile Selassie, I talk about it. It was very much kind of nailed together at the last minute and everything. But what does it mean? Why are we celebrating on every November 2nd? Why are we celebrating King's coronation? I mean, especially nowadays with kings, this is a democracy. We don't believe in kings, and that's probably why the 3,000-year-old dynasty of Haile Selassie in Ethiopia ended with Haile Selassie as the last king, the last lion of Judah of that dynasty. But he changed the ceremonies, brought the first constitution, and just changed things around and everything. Brought in the first airplane, the first printing press, the first hospital, the first university, everything that's modern, all in one, all in his, while he was emperor and everything. And he gave up his power as emperor by giving Ethiopia its first constitution and everything, but he still had power and stuff. But it was much progress happened. That was the name of his program, was a modernization and progress, and that's exactly what he was trying to do. And that's exactly what he did, big time. Like, it'd be hard to, it's the history of Haile Selassie. But why do we celebrate it every year? Because November 2nd, because it was the end of a dynasty, but yet it was the birth of a religion, Rastafari. It's the celebration of the king and queen. It's the celebration of the king and queen. Of course, there's transgender lions. Lions are one of the species that's famous for having transgender lions. So the mane and just all that stuff can all get mixed up with them. The line between genders is very blurred with this species, like it is with humans. But you'll notice that whether it's a lesbian or a gay couple, or no matter what the couple is, there's still like a top and a bottom, or a masculine and a feminine role, and things like that, and a husband and a wife, or partners, and maybe it's not really about that and stuff like that, but it's still a companionship. Maybe to you the king's coronation is just celebrating the power of just romance, and that it takes two to tango and all that, and all that. But it's about mom and dad and king and queen, and about the king is the castle is your house and your family, and But or just there. I mean, there'd be probably so many different ways to interpret it, but it's a very special day that we celebrate each year, and definitely thinking about Emperor Haile Selassie. We all connect within. It's the one love.